couldn't recognize photos that I knew.
Yeah.
You know, of family that she had, and so it was too late. But you're doing what I said. I said, here's Dan going to visit this old relative and gathering family information that will be lost otherwise.
Yeah.
And really, let's see. I'll just start with stuff, and I'll hand you the stuff, and you can take this stuff home with you. But save it. Don't lose it. I don't know what. I have to look through it to see what some of it is myself.
I would tell you just when Linda, we had the old video cameras, and she had a conversation with her grandmother, her dad's mom, and she just stuck the camera by her and recorded it, which and not letting grandma know that she was recording her because she wouldn't do it. And it's a priceless piece of history for her with her, because that whatever we talk about today, I'll forget most of anyway. But if you have it recorded, then it doesn't go away.
What this says is Zernicke and Family Photo CD. This is all kinds of documents. This is also on the zip drive. But evidently, I think this is a CD that has photocopies of all kinds of documents.
Yeah.
Including like 1857 Grandpa Zernicke's graduation from carpentry school.
Oh, goodness.
With a wax seal on it.
Oh.
From Prussia.
Oh, so this is, when you say Grandpa Zernicke, this would be...
Oh, this is not...
My grandpa's grandpa? Or my grandpa's father?
Your grandpa's grandfather. It's your dad. Okay.
Great grandfather.
Yeah.
Mine.
Carl Ludwig.
Yes.
Zernicke, but yeah, that's him. 1857. That's who came from the old country.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's on this CD for one thing, and that'll be in here. You can have the CD as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just keep it. But then I'm just going to look through some of this stuff. Carl Ludwig. This is a lot of it is just. This is Trinity Lutheran marriage records. This is where he got married, Trinity Lutheran Church in New York. And then there's
And what year was that
copy,
they got married?
Well, it'll be in this stuff. And some of these things are like Christmas cards and translations of things. This letter was written in Old German, just had it translated. We had one translated.
Yeah.
And it's probably in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, Hattie Higby. I don't know why that's in there. Zernicke stuff. It's just her birth certificate that she had made in 1942.
Now, Linda's brother, Gino, his daughter, Bridget, just had a baby, and she miraculously named her daughter Hattie also. Seems to be a very popular name now.
Hattie Jane Higby. There she is.
Charles Frederick Zernicke.
Yeah.
So that would be great-grandpa?
That would be my grandpa.
Or great, because this Grandpa Zernicke was born in your dad.
My dad was born in the United States.
What year?
1909, I think.
1909. Okay. And so his father would have been born 30 or so years later?
Yeah. But the dates are in here.
Okay, good.
All that stuff is in here. But these are, what's this? Oh, this says the photo ID. Oh, that's what this is. That CD, I don't know what this is. These are photo CDs, and this is what's on that CD.
Yeah.
And I didn't make this CD. I thought it was the one I made. There's Charles F. Zernicke, which is my grandfather. Charles' family, which is Fred, Emily, Johanna, Charles, and Edward. And a picture of Edward, another picture of Edward, pictures of Johanna. That's Aunt Toots.
Johanna is Toots' real name?
Fred, and some pictures of Fred, a work crew, Hattie, Daniel Higby, which is Hattie's father, all kinds of stuff. Wormingtons, we got a lot of stuff on Wormingtons. That goes back to Civil War.
Yeah. Which side were we on?
We're on the good side. We call it the good side. But anyhow, you'll have to just kind of look through it because there's so much data, can't go through all that, but this is one envelope. Now, some of this stuff is from Joanne, my cousin, who is, that Aunt Toots was her grandmother. Our Aunt Toots is her grandmother, so she's a cousin.
And so how old is she?
About a little younger, about Kathleen's age.
Yeah.
And then this is stuff that, this is just some generalized information and notes I took when I was doing some stuff. Some of it's just German words that I put at Römisches Bad, which is a Roman bath. There's a picture on some thing we have. It's a picture of this Roman bath. But stuff like Neosho 1942 Wormington, an affidavit. That's her birth certificate in there.
Neosho, Missouri?
Yeah. 1904 Stott City.
Where is that?
East of Joplin, just
Okay.
north of Mount Vernon.
Okay. Because Dale went to college in Neosho.
And, yeah. But this is her children, Charlotte, who was born out of wedlock. But she tore a corner of the Bible out of so people wouldn't read the date that Charlotte was born. Grandma did that. My grandma, yeah. That's right. And Zernicke, Missouri, and I just took pictures of Stott City near Monet, 1902. And then stuff about Friedenwald. That's just where our ancestors came from. That's Friedenwald, which means free woods, I think. But it's the town they came from. There's still Zernickes that are there.
And that is what country now?
Germany. Right, it's about 50 miles east of Berlin.
Okay.
6 miles from or maybe 6 kilometers, I don't remember from the Polish border.
Okay.
And they're just names of different things. I don't know what else yet. Okay, this goes back. Yeah, I'm just going to peruse a few of these things, let you know what. Okay, here's Edward Honecker and Louise Kohler, who are the parents of Emily Johanna Honecker. And she married Carl Ludwig Zernicke in New York.
In New York.
That's where they came. They came on the boat together. And Johann Friedrich Zernicke was the father, and Marie Wolf was the mother. And of his mother and father. So I know that far back, but I don't know a lot about them. You could probably find that out. I have some information. You could probably contact the church in Friedenwald, and they probably have records.
Yeah.
That go back. But I didn't get that far. I went there, but everybody was on vacation.
Yeah.
And then Carl Ludwig and Emily had 3 kids: Charles, Frederick, which is my grandpa, your great grandpa, You're 2 on me, right? Yeah.
Well, your dad is my grandpa, so his father would be my great grandpa, and then his father would be great.
Charles Frederick, Edward, that was Charles's brother, and Johanna. They had 3 kids. They lived in the 12th Ward, 11th Precinct in St. Louis from the 1880 census. I did a lot. But anyhow, that's a lot what a lot of this stuff is. East Prussia. Oh, that's where she's from. Ostprussian, which is East Prussia. Insterburg, which is now part of Soviet Union. 1870. Well, just stuff. It could be of interest when you look at the records.
Mm-hmm.
Kreis, Eastern County, the Lutheran Church kept records, or special records remain in Southern. Some records. It tells you where they're at. Civil Registry Office called, and on and on. Mick, Fred, Charles. I don't know what this is. Password. Oh, this is Wormington stuff. And then this is photocopies out of my grandma's Bible, Hattie Bible. And that's Fred. When he died, that's her. 1924.
So what, that would be Grandpa Zernicke's dad or Grandpa?
Grandpa. Well,
your dad's dad or your dad's
my dad's
grandpa?
dad. My dad's dad. And Harold.
And what did he die of?
I don't know.
Because your grandpa was young when he died.
Right, he was quite young. As a matter of fact, he went into a old folk to the
Orphanage.
Fifi Baptist Children's Home, which really pissed him off.
I would imagine. So Grandpa had how many brothers and sisters?
Let's see. I got him here. He had Edgar. Well, we're in here.
I don't know.
I get so many names and all, but they're in here.
But Toots so he had Edgar Toots.
Harold, who died. He was electrocuted. They tried to get money from the company, but you know what that was. Yeah. And he died of electrocution. But I just read something here. He was married. I never researched that. Did he have kids? I don't know. I'm just looking. This stuff is not necessarily true, but it's something. But this stuff is probably right. Higbee's. This stuff goes back and back and back and back and back. And then this is more Bible. Well, you'll be able to tell. Family Register, Charles Frederick, born 1873. That was my grandfather, Charles Frederick, Hattie's husband.
Okay.
Wife Hattie. Tells her, there's a March 26, 1873 was Charles, and Hattie was born in 1884.
So whose father's death record whose death record did you just go through?
I just mentioned Fred's.
Okay, and Fred
1924.
Yeah.
So he was 27 plus 24.
Okay.
51.
51.
Mm-hmm.
And that was?
In 1924.
So that was Grandpa's grandpa?
Grandpa's father.
Well, so if he was 51 when he died.
57, I think.
57, then he had Grandpa when he was in his 40s or something?
15 years old I guess he's 15 years old when Fred died.
So he was like 42 when he had him?
Well, you'd have to, I can't.
No, well, if he was 57 and Grandpa was 15 years old, then he'd have been 42 when Grandpa was born. So they were still pumping him out.
Well, still pumping them out, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
there was no way to stop him back then.
There's your marriage certificate. When were they born? 1904.
And who was born in 1904?
No. My dad was born in 1909, I believe.
Yeah.
5 years after they got married.
Okay. So no Bible tearing on that one.
No Bible. And here's her birth certificate and more of the Bible. Oh, I think this is it. No, that's not it. It's the other side of it. The other side of this page she tore off. There it is. See, that's one side. This is the other side. What does it say? Daniel Higby and Hattie Higby were married, and then they tore it off. And what they said was Charlotte was born out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Prior to her marriage to a Zernicke.
Yes.
So that was that. And there's, this is just the Bible stuff, photocopies of the Bible. And then this is a translation of...
now, where's the Bible now?
In Minnesota, I think.
Minnesota.
And this is just a translation of that, and then... Okay.
So that's with
So
Aunt,
you want to know
Aunt
how many
Toots?
kids they had.
Let's back up. So the Bible's with Aunt Toots, and she's still around, or she's with...
No, the Bible is with, I think,
Yeah.
is with Joanne,
Okay.
who is
Kathleen's age.
Kathleen's age and our cousin.
Yeah.
And we visit her sometimes. We're she sent this stuff.
And she's
so
married
you wanted
and
to know,
has... What's her last name?
she's not married.
Not married?
No, her last name is, what is it? Kuntemeyer.
Yeah.
And here's the children of Hattie Higby and Fred. Charlotte, who is not, because she was born in 1901.
Mm-hmm.
And then Edgar, Joanne, which is Aunt Toots, Carl Frederick, which is Grandpa, Harold, and Margaret. And there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them died. Well, I mean, they've all died since.
Yeah. But like at a young age, or the electrocuted one?
Well, I don't know how, he wasn't that young, was he? He was in his 30s or something. But
It was like on the job?
on the job,
Yeah.
electrocuted on the job, yeah.
And was he
But
an
anyhow.
electrician, or he was some... Don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know that part. But anyhow, so there's that file. This will keep you busy for a while, huh?
Yeah.
If you even bother to go through it. You might. I did. I had time, played around with it. Then I can't
Well,
work as well on my hands are all
but your
fucked
fingers
up.
are looking better than you said they weren't working at all.
Well,
So are they...
They weren't working very much at all.
And I'd be happy
But
to
you can
do
see
that.
they're swollen though. Both hands are swollen. Yeah. So what's this? This says mom. I don't know what that says. Oh, this is just pictures. I don't know if you got these or not. Her death certificate. Oh, a bunch of them. A bunch of certificates of death. And then her living will. Which, that's all this is. Okay.
I was looking at this little... It was stuck in the bottom of this envelope. There's a couple more little papers.
Oh, it's just little notes.
Yeah.
1885, she died November the 25th. 1885. She wasn't very old, I don't think. Well, it might have been. And then Edward dies in 1921. And it says something about Bethany Cemetery. I guess that's where they're buried.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's this.
Grandma Dorothy Leonard.
I might say on the back
Grandma.
even. I might have penciled them in.
It's a 6/6/83, 4 weeks.
What's 4 weeks? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me see
There's
what
a
it
little baby. That's
Oh, yeah.
4 weeks old.
That would be Britta.
Yeah, Britta.
Britta at 4 weeks old, and there's Leonard and Dusty and Carl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mom and Grandma, and there's Britta.
Yeah.
Growed up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit from that.
Yeah. Carl, a little blondie. And that was taken down here?
Let me see.
This, I'm trying to think of where that was.
Yeah. That was before we had 2-story. That's before we added the second floor.
Well, look how young Dorothy looks.
Well, she was younger than Mom.
Yeah.
I don't know if he or Jeannie was the youngest. I think Jeannie was the youngest. And that's just Mom's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Wormington stuff.
And who are Wormingtons?
Wormingtons were the ancestors of Hattie Higby.
Okay.
And this goes way back. First generation, Hattie. Second generation, Daniel Biddlecombe, Minerva, Louise Wormington. Third generation, Jesse. Now this goes into Wormingtons. Minerva Louise Wormington, born, 1848. Fourth generation, Edward Wormington,
And they're in Germany?
1770,
They're in Germany?
USA.
USA.
Edward Wormington, born June 14th, 1770 in Norfolk County, Virginia.
So the Higbees were here.
Long time.
Like
Yeah.
17 what did you say?
Edward Wormington was born June 14th, 1770.
So too young to fight in the war.
But that's just the fourth generation.
Right.
If you go into further back, I think they have there it is, fifth generation. Was born in 1745 in Norfolk County, Virginia. 1745. He signed a will in 1788 in North Carolina. Somebody else did some real research.
Was he a man of property?
Yeah.
Slave owner, maybe?
Wait a minute.
In Virginia.
He also a Negro slave girl. Personal item.
Yes.
He left a personal item. That's what that was considered.
Yeah.
In 1762, the Norfolk County will of Wormington left Samuel the older part of the plantation near Great Bridge. So they had a plantation that had been used by his father John. He also had been left personal items: a Negro slave girl, Violet, a gun named New Gun, an equal share of the bulk of the estate. In 1765, the Norfolk County Tithables, he was listed in the household of William Wormington as Brother Samuel. In addition, the slave Violet, inherited by Samuel from his father, is found in that household, proving only that Samuel, son of William and Samuel, was over 16. Oh, it proves that he was over 16.
He had to be 16 to own
And could have been the Samuel born in 1745. That's just some. 2 to 3 men were named John Wormington in North Carolina at the same time. Neither of them matches up as a son of Abraham. And so it goes into, and then they go 6th generation.
So
Norfolk County, Virginia. I haven't looked at this in a long time. I don't know how far.
Anybody make it on the Mayflower? Is that?
Born 1736 in Norfolk County, Virginia. Signed a will. Oh, that was the one we just read, I think. 7th generation. 1680, Norfolk County, Virginia. So you have relatives from a long time ago that you might not have known about. I guess you
Colonial
don't.
days, no, I have no idea.
He was granted land on 1720 in Norfolk County. But on and on. But there's more stuff. Let's see, what Tithables. Oh, Dick and Sari. Negroes.
Yeah.
And let's see. Tithables, William Worthington and son Abraham, and the Negroes, Simon, Dick, and Sarah. 3 slaves. I didn't really read this before. But anyhow. Oh, 8th generation. 1675. 9th generation. Immigrated to the Isle of Wight, Virginia, in 1655.
When was the Mayflower?
Immigrated in 1655 to the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight County, Virginia. He was an indentured servant known as a headwright. His passage to the Isle was paid for by John Marshall in 1655. He was born in England. He had the following children. It says and that's as far back as it goes. Is that far enough? I think that's pretty damn good. I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time.
Yeah.
And 1655.
That's
And they were slaveholders. I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad, but
well,
it is.
It was.
It
right?
was, yeah.
That's so. But he was a slave. Did it said indentured servant?
Indentured servant.
Okay.
So he came. That's how they paid for their passage. A lot of times, is they became indentured servants to come to America.
So did he? Now these people were from Western Europe. Then the Higbees probably.
England.
Yeah.
England. But anyhow, it's probably in here.
Yeah.
Warmington family page. I don't know what this to my. Okay. So anyhow, Warmington schooling, all in Lawrence County, all family. Oh no, these are no. Joanne took, and this is somebody. It says, Eldon Higby, age 19. I don't know who Eldon Higby is, and he may be somewhere in here. Honecker. What else we got? Some of this is false, but hello, Marie and Joanne. Oh, this is somebody who's writing to Marie and Joanne. Joanne is the cousin who gathered this information.
Okay.
So somebody sent her a letter. Her and her mother, which is Marie, which would be Aunt Toots's daughter, her only child. But let me see. These are usually interesting. Okay, yeah, it's kind of a family tree thing. So there's Charlotte, Edgar, Joanna, Carl, Harold, and Margaret. That's who you're asking about again. And then this is married to who, and some of their children. So, yeah, a lot of info. Probably a lot more than what you want.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Then I'll look at it. Yeah, I was wanting to get when we get there, and I don't want to wear you out too much, but just
I'm all right. Some of these things are duplicate stuff. You
sure.
know. Oh, that's Marie probably. Yeah. That was Aunt Toots's only daughter, and which is Joanne's mother.
Okay.
And that's who gave me all this Warmington stuff. Because
So Aunt Toots had Marie, and Marie had
Joanne. And Rita, and two others. No, they were grandchildren. I'm trying to think of. She had another daughter. I kind of messed up on that. But
be impossible to keep
you're
track
going.
of.
It's kind of possible. It's kind of possible to get mixed up on this.
Yeah.
And then we, got pictures, scattered here and there. Eldon Higby. Okay, so that's a relation sometime. Okay, that's that. Then we got Frost. Okay. Oh, this is Leonard. Oh no, this isn't Leonard. You got these pictures, I guess.
I doubt it.
Well, how would you like to see my great-grandmother?
I would.
Guess which one looks like the Polish
I
grandmother?
have to get closer. Well, certainly not the tall one, right?
Yeah, certainly not.
Christine Walensky.
Sometimes they spell it with a V,
Uh,
but in Poland they spelled it with a W.
yeah.
So now it changes in different records.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a V or a W, Walensky, but that's her.
And where would you think this was taken? Probably
Probably
somewhere
St. Louis.
Yeah. So you think that?
That's where her son and his wife were from.
Oh, goodness.
It's Martha and John Joseph Frost.
So,
That was my mother's parents.
I think
So
I think you can see the Frost resemblance in this man. Can you not?
yeah.
Most definitely. Looks like a Frost.
And then these are different things about, oh gosh, there's so much Frost stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it is from, these are census record stuff. Wives, brothers, husbands are Frost. Martha Frost, that was her. That's Martha. No, that's not. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I'd have to look through this shit. It gets really confusing. Daughter, John Frost. Daughter, Mamie. I think Mamie is Aunt Marie.
Yeah.
Mayme. And she would be the kind of person who would use another name. It sounded better. Aunt Marie was stylish and fashionable, always. I don't know if you knew her.
She looked nice at Christmas.
She